Hello. You lost?
No. Why do you ask?
It's just that we rarely get visitors. Well then, what can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the ruins that we can see up there?
Not a great deal. To my knowledge, no one's ever been able to reach them. There were some officials from the city that came, but when they saw they couldn't easily climb up to the plateau, they just left. There must have been a path that caved in. Unless some sort of tunnel in the mine takes you there. Anything else?
What can you tell me about the mine?
It's ancient work. The natives must have dug it out a long time ago and then abandoned it. Even if it is strange work for islanders, it looks more like something we would do on a continent. We're trying to restore it. The rock is extremely rich in iron ore, but the tunnels are very old. You need to go slowly. None of us are in a humour to be buried alive. We did explore a few of them, and we're exploiting the closest. But others, nah, they're still inaccessible. Anything else?
If I got this right, this hamlet is home to only miners.
Yes. It's not been all that long that we've taken up residence here. For the time being, we've only been working a part of the mine because the veins run so deep in the tunnels. Hopefully, more miners will come, and that will attract other craftsmen to our village. We'll see. Anything else?
I'll leave you to it then.
Until we meet again.
Welcome back to another episode of Greedfall. Now we're in this dingy ass freaking mine. Trying to find out secrets of the ruins that we saw earlier. In this playthrough. So, one thing, if you have intuition high enough, you can skip most of this. You think that'd be more of an agility stat, but there's no agility stat, so screw it. We'll take the long way around. And the enemies here are bats, and bats are quite annoying because they have poison. I don't know the actual name of these things, but I don't care. I could look it up, but I don't care. So, yeah, poison is a status element where it takes away your health at a, in this case, rapid speed. So you might want to stock up on healing items when coming here. Trying to think outside the box, and the box is too tight. The actual path is up a ladder somewhere. Yeah, right there. Mostly, from what I heard from a good reviewer, the skill points is just meant to save you time. It's not really give you any sort of advantage. You still can complete most quests, and so like in the way you want, but it just saves you time doing the legwork and such. Unlike most people in real life, I do look up every now and then when I notice enemies that fall from the ceiling.
Gate. We must find out how to open it.
The door is blocked. The mechanism that controls it is complex. And as would be expected, it is missing a part. The piece I found was once part of this mechanism, but it's too worn. It needs to be repaired. Or we need to find a new one.
Another time when we used the crafting table for progress in a quest, but as the game go on, I think they don't really use them that much. At most, you make sleeping pills, and that's about it. But in any time when we do need to do it, they always have a crafted table where we need it. And it gotta be a pain in the ass having a thing we don't have. So the item we need is iron ore. It can be found most likely around here because, you know, we're in a mine. But if not, you can find it around the world by in crates or by shiny bits. In other news, my dog is barking outside, so sorry. But what's been going on with my life? I actually been feeling quite better right now. And there's more bats. I actually been playing my Switch again, and I would like to know if, well, I would like to know if you guys want to watch some Switch gameplay. Because I'm gonna put the computer after I get the money for it into my room where I have less interruptions. Cough, cough, looking at you, asshole. But, yeah. But I need a capture card. But since we're getting if we get that stimulus check, again, I'm going to date the hell out of this video, but that means we can do more. And will redo my project on there. It gives me a good chance to learn. And my god, my kilt is glitching out again. That's all the things we have crafted into one little gear, and we are ready to continue on to our adventures. TriStar slowly is becoming a movie, and it will be a movie to we get to a certain spot that is completely new.
It worked. We can resume our journey.
Yay, adventure! And our journey has a lot of killing. Let's get on to it. I really should get like a co-host or something, because I'm much more funnier when I'm able to bounce off someone. But in that case, I'm also a bit more insane, I guess people will say. I mean, I say stuff that just makes no goddamn sense, and it's so funny because it makes no goddamn sense. And puns. Puns are also really fun for me because they annoy my friends. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to get into the insanity levels when you're by yourself. But that's when I really feel like I'm funny. I like being funny because I like having people have smiles on their face, even if they don't want to admit that they enjoyed it. For some reason, I do not block when I'm fighting animals. I block when I'm fighting humans, but not animals. Maybe it's a psychological thing. Where I think, oh, you shouldn't be able to block a freaking swipe of a bear claw, but you can block a sword slash. I guess I really didn't talk about the skill trees, have I? As you see, the tree, you can pretty much customize your character as you want, but there's 3 categories: technician, magical, and warrior. Warrior can have 2-handed weapons or 1-handed weapons. Mages have heavy 1-handed weapons. And magic, duh, but they don't really have that much offensive spells. They only have the only good ones that I noticed are healing and stasis, and that's the only ones that I used. And Technician has traps, long guns, and pistols. But the traps eventually turn to bombs, and you can do more things like do a double dodge to get away from opponents faster. Well, further. I really didn't do much research on the skill trees. It's just how it is. Maybe the next time when I do a more in-depth RPG, or I do a next RPG, I'll go more in-depth in the how leveling up works, because people like how I'm being informative. And we reached the end of the cave. I never changed this hat. Oh, okay, I lied. I changed this hat like at least once. I don't know. It's like musketeer shit. Rapiers, guns, stupid hats. It's like, how can you not have it? So we're at the top of a mountain. Not the mountain, like the one in the middle that we constantly see with the red glowing stuff. But we're on top of a mountain. Trying to figure out which one of us was here beforehand.
Finally, here we are. These are the ruins that Lady Lorene spoke to us about.
And she was right. These do not resemble native constructions at all.
Explore the area. Something may give away the identity of the architects.
We're getting closer to solving the guessing game of who made this and try to kill a bunch of natives beforehand. It's either the three-eyed merchants, the lion alliance, or what do I call it, sun people for Deleme? Sun Deleme? I don't know. I don't remember what the natives called the Deleme. It's kind of hard to tell when everything is in ruin and possibly like 100 years old. Because each of the buildings, each of the cities do have a kind of style to them. The Deleme have churches and such. The Bridge Alliance has more Indian-esque buildings. Well, the only city we saw with the two cities that we saw seem more noble for the coin. Yeah, the merchants. There we go. But they all have similar quirks and such, like being made out of stone and bricks. You can only tell slight details. By the way, this is like a mini boss with this Cthulhu looking dude. You can go into the ground and it's impossible to hit, but if he like touches you, you take a little damage and can be knocked down, as we just seen. But he uses his mouth as a whip. I think you want to stay behind him because his main weapon is his mouth, and he also got electricity powers apparently. Great. Well, he doesn't have. Well, he has a charge that knocks you down. Almost everything knocks you down with this guy, apparently. So, if you want to win the fight, use a gun. Stay away. If not, stay behind him and only back up when he's about to do a electrical discharge attack. Oh, he also has that one. I don't remember that one. You can sneak past this guy if you want, but it's like... it's fun to fight him. Except when he does this, because it's just a time waster. Because this lasts a little bit too long. You see what I mean? You can get him knocked down like at least 4 times. Just walk in the circle and hope for the best. There's not that many mini-bosses in the game, from what my knowledge is. But I haven't really explored... actually, no, I think I explored pretty much everything. So, there's no, like, EX bosses that you can just fight out of nowhere.
This journal confirms what we suspected. A continental nation had once attempted to colonize the island with the help of the Nords, and they were repulsed. From what I was able to decipher, few of them actually managed to escape. The major part of the journal has faded, and I'm not able to decipher the name of the author. Let's continue our search. We must discover which nation was here.
We got a clue, Velma. I don't know why I said that. I think it because I talked to someone about the new Scooby movie. That movie was okay, really. I mean, was it the best Scooby movie? That's debatable because they have some good ones, like the zombie one and such, but there's a lot of crappy ones. It's not a terrible movie, that's for sure. I do like how Hanna-Barbera try to give notice of their other properties with Scooby-Doo with like a decently budget 3D movie. I don't know how much money they actually spent on it. And we found another clue, Velma, and that we need a lockpick.
This seal. I know the insignia, even if it has become more detailed in recent decades. It's hard to believe my eyes.
What you're seeing doesn't seem to please you.
This is the ancient coat of arms of Serene. It's a congregation seal. I think the information is pointing to something clear. No possible doubt remains. All the clues point in the same direction. The people from the sea who built these ruins and confronted the natives, they were us.
It's difficult to admit. And to think that I turned to you to help us against the Bridge Alliance. I do not judge you guilty of the crimes of your ancestors. But this story is known.
I know. This will not help our relations with your people, that is certain.
Goes to show that times change. To think that you were once conquerors. You're gonna have to pay me more for protection. If it comes out, there will be those who see red.
This must be the reason they kept us in the dark. Constantine is going to be furious when he learns this.
And we're going to cut it off a bit short this time. Yes, I'm lazy. But I'm running out of time to actually speak. So, we're going to cut it short, and we will see you in 2 more weeks to continue this. Goodbye.